Hello people, happy Sunday, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Gino, again from Real Everyday English, and I'm back with my next weekly English learning video for you beautiful people. So today's topic is going to be advanced words that you can use to really flex your vocabulary muscles. So these are words that you wouldn't necessarily use in day-to-day conversation, maybe when you're talking to your friends, or if you're talking to somebody you know quite well in the street. You wouldn't use these words generally. These words are for situations when you want to come across more intelligent, or you just really want to flex them vocabulary muscles and let people know that you have a good vocabulary. These words are perfect for maybe work situations, test reports, emails. I use these words in emails a lot. So without any further ado, let's pick through them one by one. So let's go. Okay, word number one this week is the word reiterate. Now, this word basically means to say something again, usually for emphasis or clarity. So it's kind of the same as repeat something, but it's a lot more formal. So one area that I use this word a lot is, I don't know if you know, but my day job is quality control. So quite a big part of my job is ensuring that people are following procedures. And if we have a customer complaint, and when I do the investigation, I find out that the complaint has happened because people aren't following procedure, then I will send an email or I'll speak to the manager of that particular area and say something like, can you reiterate the importance of following the procedures? So it basically means, can you tell them again, but in a very formal way. Word number two is retrospectively, which is one of my all-time favourite words, I think. And this means with consideration of past events or happenings. So I'll give you another situation where I might use this word in my job. If we send out a product to a customer and say the product is metal and the metal is from a particular batch, we forget to do some testing, it gets to the customer and they want the results. Well, what we might do, instead of getting the original product back to test, then we might have some of the same batch still in stock. So what I would do is I would retrospectively test the batch that we had in stock and give the results to the customer. So taking into consideration that this metal has gone out without the testing, I can retrospectively test the material we still have in stock because it's the same batch. Moving on, word number three this week is the word adequate. And adequate basically means satisfactory or acceptable in quantity or in quality. So I'll give you an example for quantity and then I'll give you an example for the quality as well. So for quantity, you could say something like, I think that 10 tables and 20 chairs should be adequate to seat all of the people who are coming to the meeting. So that is an example with quantity. You can also use this word to describe something being of sufficient quality. So I could say, thanks for your procedure that you have written. I have read it, and to me, I think it's adequate to meet the needs of the customer. Okay, word number four this week is applicable, which basically means relevant or appropriate. So for example, if there are certain rules in the company you work for, they are applicable to all staff members. So basically what you're saying is that the rules apply to all staff members, but you could say the rules are applicable to all staff members. So that's applicable and it means relevant or appropriate. Number five, which is another one which I really like to use in emails, and this one is erroneous. That's erroneous. And this means basically wrong or incorrect. So if I receive a test report and I read it and I see that some of the information is wrong or some of the results are wrong, then I could reply to whoever sent it to me and say, please can you remove the erroneous data from the test report and replace it with the actual data. So that's the word erroneous, and it basically means wrong or incorrect. Number 6 this week is categorical. Now, categorical in this context simply means without any doubt or possibility of change. So for the main collocation that I use with categorical is the word assurance. So a categorical assurance. And that means that you're assuring somebody that there's no doubt that this will happen. So for example, if I'm sending an email out to a customer and I'm addressing a complaint that they have made, I could say, I've investigated this and I have put in place actions to prevent this from happening again. It will not happen again. That is a categorical assurance, and it basically means without any doubt it will not happen again. Okay, moving swiftly on. And number 7 this week is the word diligent. Now, the word diligent basically means showing or having care in your work or duties. So again, if I'm sending an email out and the email is about the company's performance in terms of quality and there are some good results, I could say something like, thank you very much everybody for all your work this month. We have some good results from customer quality, but please continue to be diligent going forward. And that means please continue to show the same care and attention to your work in the future. Which leads me on to number 8, which is the word complacent. And basically when someone becomes complacent, it means that they feel so satisfied with the current situation or with their ability that they feel that they do not have to try hard anymore. So let's use the quality reporting being good as for this example as well. And you could say, or I could say something like, although we've seen very good numbers in on-time delivery and very few customer complaints, we cannot afford to become complacent. And that means that we can't afford to think that we no longer need to try just because we've had some good results. Okay, and that is it for this week's video, people. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find these words useful, and I hope you will use them in your email communications and work communications going forward. Like I said at the beginning of the video, these are not words which you would generally use with friends or family. You wouldn't use more casual language in them situations, but these are very formal, very good words for flexing the vocabulary muscles. So I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you think this video is useful, then please feel free to share it with other people. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Ciao.